multimedia mesh where I give you my unapologetic opinion on everything from music, movies, news, reality TV, and much more as we go down a rabbit hole. Now, today we are talking about Bandman Kevo. Now, I'm not extremely familiar with him, but I do know that he certainly has a viewpoint on liposuction for men. And we're going to get into that, so stay tuned with me. But first and foremost, I apologize in advance if this audio is not the best. I'm on vacation, trying to enjoy some Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys have a great holiday coming up. And let's get into it. So, one more thing. Thank you to each and every one of my new subscribers. It's greatly appreciated here at the channel. You definitely want to go to the playlist and check out my video on Takeoff. I have an extremely interesting stance on how that situation took place over in Houston. Not to mention the fact that we still don't have anyone in custody over it. So, let that ring in your mind, right? But this is not about that. This is about men such as Bandman Kevo possibly starting a new trend. So I'm really going to need some feedback from the ladies in this area, because this is something that's generally done by women. Women generally do the liposuction, to fatten their butts, possibly breasts. I'm not really sure, but I do know that it does. You can get, the fat out your stomach or the places where you don't want it to be. So instead of this brother actually going out to the gym and earning, a physique that he can be proud of, I guess because he has millions of dollars, he's going to take the easy route. Now, for all my brothers out here who are listening, do you think this is something that you should do or not? The second thing is, women, do you believe it's right for a man to do this, or does it matter, right? Would you date a guy who has what looks like a butt on his chest? Because that's what it looks like. I don't have the pictures up, but I looked at the pictures and it looks like he has a butt sitting right on his chest. It's extremely weird. But he's blaming it all on the fact that women basically were cheating on him. And so that's why. But I believe it has to be more than that. I think he's capping, as the young folks say, because if you have money, for the most part, depending on the type of woman you're looking for, that should be good enough to keep her loyal. If you're paying her bills, her car note, everything, and if she's looking for a come up and you're looking for a lay down, that's generally a good situation. But are there women who will, sleep with the man if he has a nice body? Of course, just like men. Men and women do the same things. It's just done in different ways and for different reasons and motivations. So if he thinks that's the only reason why women would cheat on him, I beg to differ. I don't know him or the women, but my unapologetic opinion is he's just trying to justify what he's done, making it public, I guess, before maybe other people probably exposed him for it. I'm not really sure what he plans to get from this, but I think that's like extreme, because the average woman is not out here seeking a supermodel boyfriend. That's just my opinion, because I know plenty of guys who are big, look any old kind of way, that may have a slim, trim, nice looking young lady. So it really doesn't matter about that. So there's something else going on with him that the women are not staying, because this is giving me, very feminine energy, right? If you're a dude and you're that vain, but not willing to work for it, you're going to buy it. It's just weird. And yes, there are double standards for men. There are double standards for women. That's just how life goes. So on one hand, I feel it's fine if a woman wants to do liposuction, get the fat out there to make herself look better. So be it. That's just how it's been. But for guys doing that, it's like, just go to the gym. It's not like he has a regular 9-to-5 job there where you have time constraints, where you can't just go get it in. You have no reason why you can't go legitimately do what you need to do to get your body where you want it to be. So again, in the comments, I want to know how you feel about this. Is this okay? And maybe I'm tripping. All right. Now, I don't think it's necessary. Even with this whole Instagram and TikTok, where now we're looking at pretty much people's body all the time. You go online and, the women are doing it. Of course, they're not looking for a long-term commitment, I would assume. It's what they consider a thirst trap, right? You trying to get guys to subscribe to your page, to get to your OnlyFans, to lust after you so they can spend some money on you. So they can fly you out. You can attract some of these rappers and, do what it do. But it's not long-term commitment. So same with him. He's obviously trying to get a body so that he can attract women who will sleep with him just because of his body. Because clearly the money is not enough. So we're going in circles. These are not real serious relationships he's talking about as far as getting, cheated on, because if it's based on just money or if it's based on just the physical, then we all know things change. Your money can run low. We know your body can go through changes as you get older, so you may not look the same. So that is not a formula for a long-term commitment. That's just something that you're doing to get some, and maybe that's what this is all about. Because he has the one component, he has the money. So now if you get the body, this is the perfect package to just getting some, which, it is what it is. So I don't really understand the purpose of publicizing this, because surely I personally would be embarrassed that I'm too lazy to go and do what I need to do to get my body where I want it to be if it's that important to me as a man. But again, I don't know him from a can of paint, but just looking at him in this picture is giving me other vibes. All of this jewelry, all of this wealth that you have, and yet you're not able to keep a woman by your side. And that, my brother, is because, in my opinion, you're taking the wrong approach. But cheating has nothing to do with it. That just also, you know what? That lets you know the type of women that you're dealing with. They're not really messing with you just for you. Because if they were, then they will be loyal to you. Even though if a man looks good that walks by, they're not just going to abandon you because somebody else looks good. In the back of her mind, she might be like, wow, that would be interesting. If I was single, it's kind of one of those things, just like how the fellas do. There's plenty of good looking women out here and you're like, well, man, if I didn't have a girl, boy, I tell you. But, these are just thoughts. You don't take it beyond a thought because it's natural. Everybody has somebody, whether they're famous or there's somebody out there that in an ideal world, in a perfect situation, you would probably go for that. But then at the same time, you have to look at what you have. And then you realize, well, this person deals with me just for being me. I don't have to have a body of The Rock. I don't have to have $1 million and this person still gets down with me. So, as the young folks say, I'm calling it cap on Bandman Kevo. Let me know in the comments what you think. Be sure to check out the playlist. Like I mentioned, I have a video on Quavo. I'm going to upload the full version of that again. It's explosive. Now you see many other channels coming out with it, and that's okay. But just know I was one of the first to put it out there. So until next time, you guys be blessed, and I will talk to you.